following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is seated. And David.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Davis. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1. Shots good by Middleton. The break fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Only one man back on D. And here we go. Green with the block.
Excellent defender is Danny Green. He's instinctual, and he's got great court awareness defensively.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big-time play on both ends.
Now here's Bledsoe for 3. Middleton. The rebound by Caldwell-Pope. James, the pass to Green. Over Bledsoe. Offensive rebound.
Well, the work ethic of LeBron is admirable. I mean, even when he's not involved in the play, he's still getting it done on the glass.
And stolen by Howard. LeBron with it. Lopez is there.
And last season, we got to see what an effective playmaker LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And, Greg, when I first saw him in high school in northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute, and that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a gifted passer and an extremely versatile player.
Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Green, the putback, and Howard with the second chance points.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Antetokounmpo. To stop the run. And the dunk by Giannis.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Davis against Middleton. And there's the feed to Caldwell-Pope. And it's the Bucks on the break. Middleton leading the charge. And up before again for the Lakers, running the court for 3. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Giannis throws it down.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
LeBron passes to Caldwell-Pope. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Bucks passing it around. Middleton on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. LeBron against Bledsoe. Just 5 on the clock. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. JaVale McGee comes in for Dwight Howard. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Danny Green. Now Giannis after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And some changes here for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. The Lakers also making some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for Davis. Alex Caruso comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for James. Here's Caruso, out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Fires the three. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Morris with the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Bobbed up there for Lopez.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Here's Caruso. Misses the three. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts. Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. Caruso, the pass to Morris. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Ilyasova, no one around him. No good with the wing jumper. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Lakers lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Early on, guys, excellent work on the boards here. I mean, you got to like those second chance points they're getting.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And there's JaVale McGee. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2. Korver kicks to Hill from past the arc. And there's Korver on the assist by Hill. Korver's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
On the wing, Williams passes it to Korver. DiVincenzo with it. Outside Hill. Takes the 3. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And last season, just some phenomenal shooting numbers for George Hill. Clark, you know him well from your days in Indiana.
Certainly do, and have great admiration and respect for George. He's a business-like pro. He's the epitome of what it is to be a pro. Consistent work ethic, understands himself, always looking to improve, knows his role, and has always had a calming and stabilizing influence for every team that he's played on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Pretty good at forcing the issue inside is Williams. He knows how to draw the foul.
Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good points. Williams finds Middleton. Matthews, no one around him, and the Bucks miss again.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Green passes to LeBron. Howard dishes to Davis, and it goes down 2 points. Davis has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Stolen by Middleton. Here's Williams. Finished off the break. Williams has got 5 now.
Williams does a nice job getting those feet up and down, excels at running the floor and scoring in transition.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Bledsoe looking around. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Tell you what, if you're going to hit Bledsoe, you really got to give it to him, because when you don't, he just works through that contact.
A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Matthews. Outside, Green. Poked loose and stolen by Ilyasova. And it's the Bucks on the break. For Milwaukee, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Hill, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. The Lakers also changing it up. Markieff Morris is checked in for Howard. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for LeBron. And so it's the Lakers with it. Morris finds Davis. Lakers passing it around. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. He should have a good one.
Back to Rondo. There's the triple. The rebound by the Bucks. Pass break, Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up off the glass. And now a 3-point Bucks lead.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Ilyasova. Hill has the open look. Oh, he nails it just in. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points, and he might not get all. And that'll do it for us, the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. It's Matthews on the wing. Back to Bledsoe. Launches a 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Caldwell Pope with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Green kicks to Caldwell Pope. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Back to Bledsoe. It's Matthews on the wing. Here's Lopez. No good on the shot. Excellent D from Howard. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Here's James. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Howard.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Caldwell Pope.
You know, with AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find them.
Middleton outside. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, come on, you look for every edge you can find.
Green finds Caldwell Pope. Now Howard. James. It's good on the putback. LeBron's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
If you don't box LeBron out, he's going to make you pay. Inexcusable not to put a body on him.
Matthews, no good.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Kept alive. Howard misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
There's the lob into the Kumbo and stolen by Howard. Outside, Green. Pass to Howard. Inside, here's Davis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Look at AD, and you know he's taken his share of contact over the course of his career. And quite honestly, that just comes with the territory when you're a dominant offensive player like him.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron. And Davis puts it in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit, because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show. You know, Rondo's highest priority is to get his teammates open shots every trip. I mean, that's what makes him go and endears him to his teammates.
Now here is Hill. He's covered closely. To end the drought. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Stay in the east, but I moved through the west. King on the talk, got it with your chest. I've been around in the cloud and the glade. I made a sound that was mine for the get. How long I'm in as long as I get. I'm from the side with the time never rest. Move through the side like it's mine to protect it. Do it for the side, I'ma rise and direct it. On me trying to get my dough. Wrist don't freeze, but the time not slow. They love to talk on the way I go. Yeah. Hustle on, that's all I know. Made it on mine, and that's all I know.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Lakers also making a change. Markieff Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Here's Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here to the left side wing. Here's Caruso. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Lopez finds Giannis. The shot by Middleton, wide open, and the Bucks miss again.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice looking set shot for Lopez. He can stretch the floor just about to the three-point line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Davis kicks to Rondo. And the wide open shot for Morris. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Loads it up for Giannis. An emphatic LU jam.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. LeBron James is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 slot. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Hey, offensive rebound. Position is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Davis finds James. Here's Kuzma. No good with the triple. Bucks trail by 4. Loads it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
It's really easy to understand why this team thinks so highly of Antetokounmpo. I mean, a smart player. He takes high percentage shots, and he's team first in his approach.
The Bucks working the ball around. Middleton for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Rondo. Up again. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
So good to see Bledsoe setting up guys like that. I mean, especially when they're wide open and they've got the better shot.
No one near James as he lets it go. And the Lakers with another miss.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Middleton outside. To take the lead. Lopez, no luck. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. Caldwell Pope right side. The pass to Davis. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Bledsoe. The kick out to Lopez. The dish to Bledsoe. And he banks in the layup. And the Bucks lead by 2. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Bucks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Connaughton passes to Middleton. Lopez kicks to Connaughton. And it's off from three-point range. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Here's Milwaukee now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Here's Bledsoe. To the inside. Antetokounmpo.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
They get the rebound. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Anthony Davis.
Poised under pressure to produce at the right time in the big time. AD.
Middleton on the wing. Jacks up a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Persistence pays for Middleton, commanding the ball and really demonstrating why his teammates trust him in these moments.
Lakers trail by 5. Caldwell Pope on the wing. From outside the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Nothing like being assertive and aggressive in critical spots. KCP coming through for his team.
Passes it to Giannis. Down low, here's Lopez, and he gets the bucket.
The big fella, Brook Lopez, coming up with a gigantic fourth-quarter score.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Green, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. JaVale McGee comes in for Kyle Kuzma. J.R. Smith's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Rajon Rondo. A shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. A three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Milwaukee.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range.
Well, I think that was clearly a fourth. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Alex Caruso. Davis comes in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for J.R. Smith. Wesley Matthews on the wing. And stolen by James.
And it's all about the three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three. AD staring him down and letting him know this ain't over yet.
For three, Hill. The shot off that time. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's the Bucks. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Well, And as they...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite-level defender. Guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. James, the pass to Davis. The drive by Green. James finds Davis. Green with the ball. Defended by George.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
Beverly wide open. No good on the triple. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
Shot clock at 3. A 3 from Leonard. The shot, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Davis.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. It's Caldwell-Pope with the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. Caldwell-Pope's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, rising to the challenge, KCP often deterred by physical play, converts through the contact on that one.
Clippers have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Williams against Davis. Williams kicks to Beverly. Morris right side. Comes up empty down low.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Green gets it to go.
For his career, more than half of Green's shots have been three-pointers. But he can also hurt you a little in the lane.
Out to Morris. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. In the corner, George with it. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And it's the Lakers on the break. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. Here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now, here is George. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And the pass to James. Caldwell-Pope with it. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis. Morris comes in for Caldwell-Pope. Alex Caruso, he was checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for James. And then for the Clippers, JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Morris. Andrew Shamet comes in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Green. Here's Jackson. 1:12 left to play here in the first. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee is pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers trail by 12. Jackson kicks to Morris. Back to Jackson. Pass to Shamet. Can they get it? And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Landry Shamet out of Wichita State. Some good young guards coming out of that program.
And another one, Gia, that comes to mind, Fred VanVleet, also a former Shocker. Both he and Fred, they are knockdown shooters. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
McGee's shot is off.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
McGee with the block, and he's able to get it back. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
One of several late first-round steals in the 2017 draft. Kuzma has a higher ceiling than many scouts anticipated.
Clippers trail by 12. Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Jackson. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Clippers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the technical free throw is good.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
And it's Harrell missing.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. The defensive work they've done.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Lakers 5 right now. Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. and they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Back to Jackson. Pass to Harrell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Shamet with the steal. Leonard with no one around. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And the dunk by Jackson.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
Here's Caruso to the paint. Here's Howard. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Morris. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Green, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And James subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Nobody near George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
You just love LeBron's patience. Scanning the floor, delivers the basketball on point and on time.
And for Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that. He knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
Back to Williams. It's stolen by Davis. Last break, the Lakers. And here they go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, KCP steady there at the line. Nice work to draw the contact.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. And Caldwell-Pope drops them both. And 1:01 left in the first half. It's George on the wing. Back to Beverly. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. And here's George for three. A rebound by the Lakers. Fires from the wing. Off the left rim and out.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Inside, Beverly. Out to Morris. Now the pass to George. Looking to end the run. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
LeBron passes to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. It's George on the wing. Here's Green outside for George. Williams, that's a two-pointer.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker?
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. The Lakers did not hesitate to set the pace, displaying the force of a tidal wave and some excellent And that'll do it for our half.
Ain't got to cop that 3 for 10.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
So for the Clippers right now, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And George kicks to Morris. That one's good. The Laker lead is kept back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Paul George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
James in the post, defended by Beverly. 6 to shoot. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
Dominating at the rim, something AD has always enjoyed.
And George kicks to Beverly. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Clippers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Leonard attacking, and the shot goes in. Leonard's got 9 points.
Pushing the action, always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
And the wide open shot from Morris from outside off the mark.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Leonard the pass to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Morris against Leonard. Dishes it to George. Offline with his 3.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. LeBron against Harrell. In the corner, it's Morris. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. And here is Davis. That one doesn't drop. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
The homecoming for Paul George. Playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Leonard kicks to George. Takes a 3. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. And here's Davis for 3. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Markieff Morris. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. Danny Green, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Alex Caruso in for James. Morris kicks to Williams. Pass to Shamet. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Caruso. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Jackson passes to Green. This is his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
JaMychal Green, undrafted out of Alabama, played in the D-League and France, but he solidified himself as a quality NBA big man.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Davis. Caruso, the pass to Howard. To the inside, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Shamet. In the corner, it's Morris. Drills it from outside.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Howard. Anthony Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Green, and it's Caruso in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Green kicks to Shamet. Launches it. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Howard with the steal. Jumps up. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And in his prime, one of the most athletic centers in league history, Howard hitting the gas that time.
Morris passes to Green. Greg, you show toughness and grit when you play. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Back to Williams. The pass to Green. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers leading by 16. It's Davis with the drop. The shot missing. The Clippers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And the wide open shot from Morris. Wide open shot is on the money.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Green against Jackson. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Williams. Shamet. The second chance points on the tip in.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Caruso, the pass to Green. Howard trying to free himself up. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Here's Green. Drops in the layup for 2.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Here's Caruso. Off target with his 3. Clippers trail by 12. Bobbed up there for Green. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Green inside. Jackson on him. And Green with the basket on the assist by Davis. Davis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. To the paint. Out to Morris. 3-pointer. Kuzma pulls it in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
From the arc. Offensive rebound. Passes to Green. With the fadeaway. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 16.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Davis.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Shamet kicks to Williams. 5 on the clock. With the tip. Great positioning on the putback.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Here's Caruso. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Williams. A 3 from Morris. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 11. Here's Leonard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
What's up? You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
Here is Cook. From deep. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
Welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, and happy Halloween.
We hope you are enjoying some sugar-filled fun in the neighborhood because there's a lot of competition out there.
Competition? You know who's not scared of competition? The NBA 2K League.
Yes, that's right. And
up next, the Clippers. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's George in at the 2.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Stolen by Bledsoe. Stolen by Beverley. Down low. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Beverley.
A good job of reading the pick and roll there from Patrick. You give him a passing lane, he's going to get to it.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Here's Middleton. Lays it up and banks it in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Beverley following the basket by Chris Middleton. Outside, George lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. Zubac kicks to George. Passes it to Beverley. Now, here's Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Middleton looking it over. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Leonard on the wing, covered by Giannis. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Knocked loose, stolen by Bledsoe. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
George against Matthews, and that one's good. George.
Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic and gets through contact on that play.
Now here's Bledsoe. Middleton on the wing. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Here's Leonard. Drains the 19-footer. It's all knotted up. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. There's the lob at Kumbo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Clippers trail by 4. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Jackson hits both of them. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And the dunk by Jackson.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Bucks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Out to the wing. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Ilyasova.
And the fun-loving personality Lopez has makes him a likable teammate. It's clear that they love playing with him.
Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Hill for the 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bucks lead by 1. And we'll be back. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got George Hill. Kyle Korver is out there with Marvin Williams. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, down low.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shot.
We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Hill kicks to DiVincenzo. The 3 from Korver. Rebound by the Clippers.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
On the wing, Green. Lopez covering. Basket good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Hill against Jackson. Lopez with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Here's DiVincenzo. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's what Harrell does. He's in there mixing it up, and he goes right back up for a shot.
Outside Korver. Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Hill. The tray. The shot. No good. The Clippers go the other way with it. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Lopez passes to Williams, and he lays it straight in. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And for a 7-footer, you know, Lopez distributes it well. Consistent at looking to set up his teammates.
There's the lob to Jackson, and stolen by Williams. There's the pass to Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. Korver gets a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
You gotta love how Korver's outside shot keeps looking better and better with each passing game.
Over in the corner, Green tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Williams kicks to DiVincenzo. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Middleton on the wing. And the 3 ball is good. Middleton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Passes it to Morris. A shot by George, wide open. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Well, that 3-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
Middleton on the wing. Back to Connaughton. Pass to Middleton. Puts up a 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Dishes to Leonard. Back to George. The putback. It's good on the putback. Now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Over to the wing. Here's Connaughton, defended by George. Kicks it down to Middleton. Launches a 3. Sinks the triple. Middleton's got 10 points.
See how skilled Middleton is. Ready to pull the trigger. And the defense is going to have to do better.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks ahead, leading by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
And in a league where perimeter shooting is highly valued, veteran Wesley Matthews finding his services still very much in demand.
It's been a really remarkable career for a guy that went undrafted back in 2009. Most of the time we think about that solid defense where he's going to have the toughest assignment at the wing or guard position. That reliable 3-point shot really coming into play here.
And George kicks to Zubac. Leonard against Matthews. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Pass to Morris. Over onto Kumbo. The Clippers keep it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
High post Lopez. Working on Zubac. Floats it up for Giannis. Lopez finds Bledsoe. The Bucks getting another chance here. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Well, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half. Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverly. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. DiVincenzo's checked in. Giannis left side. Matthews, no one around him. Milwaukee the rebound. Takes a 3. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And there's the pass to Harrell. The 3 from George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 8 points. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from George.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Inside and stolen by Harrell. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George finds Leonard. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Leonard on the wing. This one for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. George against DiVincenzo. Lopez. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Williams passes to Harrell. Kicks it out to Leonard for 3. A second chance effort. Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. And it's Leonard again missing.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
It's tipped. The kick out to Williams. Back to George. He gets it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Good hustle from the big man there. Love seeing Lopez work hard, get down low.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Bucks leading by 6. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Marvin Williams is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Connaughton in at the two-guard spot.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Milwaukee on D. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Harrell, the pass to Zubac. Middleton outside. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from a summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Hill has the open look. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clippers trail by 9. Jackson passes to Beverly. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Beverly's got his first bucket of the night. To the paint, here's Lopez. He gets it in there. Lopez has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Clippers shooting around 40% from the floor here. Beverly against Lopez. Here's Shamet. And the 3 off target.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles from deep three-point range. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. The shot's good from Lopez.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Shamet on the wing. And again, no good by the Clippers.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
The Bucks working the ball around. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Marcus Morris is checked in for Harrell. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. And George is subbed in for Jackson. Milwaukee also making some changes. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Wesley Matthews. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
5 to shoot. The shape. And the rejection by Zubac. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Hill kicks to DiVincenzo. It's back to Hill. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 8 and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. That one good for 2.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Lopez passes to Ilyasova, and the bank shot is good. And the Bucks lead by 8.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Back to George. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Now Lopez. Right side Korver. Jacks up a 3. That one, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the inside. Here's Leonard. Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. Pass to Beverly. A clear look for George. And too long on the shot.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
DiVincenzo kicks to Hill. Fires the 3. Morris with the rebound. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on a comeback.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
For 3, Hill. The shot, no good. And so the Bucks take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Thanks. Anthony Davis was...
Sure does, D.A. Thank you so much. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Well, there are only a handful of players who've been on the line more often than LeBron, and no surprise, every one of them a Hall of Famer. That's where he's headed to.
And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Caldwell Pope pass to Howard. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
It's Matthews on the wing. The Bucks working the ball around. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Connects from three-point range.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Stolen by Middleton. Here's Bledsoe. No good there. LeBron with some nice deep. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Matthews with the steal. Bledsoe outside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
Now, here's Howard. Passes it to James. That one's not going to go. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Davis. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Boy, AD showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
Outside Matthews. And here's Giannis from outside. Offensive rebound. Outside Matthews. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Howard dishes to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Middleton finds Lopez. Shoots from 14. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Knocks it loose. Matthews with it. Now Green defending. Now the Bucks moving it up. Bledsoe's running. The rebound by the Lakers.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has, because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor, and he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility, and offense is tertiary to his contributions.
Middleton for 3 gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter, absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Down low. Here's Davis. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee in the lead. Giannis passes to Middleton. Now Bledsoe. It's Matthews on the wing. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Bledsoe against LeBron. Lopez outside. Middleton left side. Clock at 6. Outside Matthews. Here's Lopez. Great D that time from Green.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
KCP is a guy who can pull up from 3 just as easily as take it to the cup. He's a tough cover in transition.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. James covering. Pass to Lopez. Giannis outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And no good that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked if...
For me personally, I just want to know.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Ilyasova out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. The Lakers trail. To the paint, here's Rondo. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Hill, no good. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. Here's Kuzma. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Kuzma's got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers. Outside Hill. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one.
Comfortable shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
Rondo finds Kuzma. Here's Caruso. Lopez with the steal. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Right wing. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And it's the Lakers on the break. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Up again. Knocked away.
And you gotta love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter.
Morris outside. To the wing on the left. Caruso kicks to Morris. Rondo with a clean look. That 3 off the mark.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Ilyasova hits the bucket. Ilyasova's got his first 2 points of the night. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And Lopez throws it down.
Ilyasova doing a nice job there finding his open teammate. Just a really good play that time.
Kuzma passes to McGee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Anthony Davis is checked in for Morris. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Green is checked in for Alex Caruso. And James subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
Williams with a clean look. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Bucks leading by 3. And the jump by Giannis.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
LeBron kicks to Caldwell-Pope. And the wide-open shot from Green. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Williams with the block. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 11 points and 5 rebounds. And that's a wrap. With
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Caldwell-Pope in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Back to Middleton. Matthews passes to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Outside, Davis. James, the bounce pass. Howard nails the baby hook.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by 1. Bledsoe passes to Matthews. And it's off from 3-point range. The Lakers shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Davis has got the ball. Fades away. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And with the leaping ability that Caldwell-Pope possesses, he knows when to bounce to the rack and throw it down.
Middleton finds Lopez. Count the basket. And the Bucks lead by 1. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
To the inside. And Davis throws it down.
Davis, a game-wrecking presence around the basket. Excellent agility for a big guy.
Inside and stolen by LeBron. Middleton against Howard. Outside, Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Alex Caruso comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for LeBron. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks. Lopez outside. Back to Middleton. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Back to Howard. Banked in off the glass. Howard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
You know, this is where Howard does the most damage. With his height and length and athleticism, how do you guard him inside?
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. And the rebound goes to Howard.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You look at AD and you know he's taken his share of contact over the course of his career. And quite honestly, that just comes with the territory when you're a dominant offensive player like him.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Dwight Howard. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Wesley Matthews.
You know, Davis almost forces defenders to foul him when he's on the drive because he's so long and agile off the dribble.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas.
Williams kicks to DiVincenzo. Misses the 3. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's Davis. Count it. Davis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. Lakers leading by 6. Out to Kuzma. Down low, Davis. Korver with the defensive effort. Milwaukee's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. James checked in for Los Angeles. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Alex Caruso. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. Antetokounmpo comes in for Williams. Chris Middleton's checked in for Kyle Korver. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. To the inside. The putback, Davis on the follow.
Well, Davis, one of the hardest working and best rebounders in the NBA, showing you great effort that time.
Middleton on the wing. Back to Giannis. Outside Matthews. From deep. Off target with that shot. And we've reached the end of the third. Los Angeles on top, up 6. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 2.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Lobbed up there for Lopez. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Davis. Tries again. Gets it to fall from the right block. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive, beautiful tip in there.
James, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, the dominant player on the offensive end.
To the middle. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Davis. And another shot. And James with the layup. James has got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
The finish and the dunk by James.
Energy is important on the defensive end, and Davis provides it in spades.
And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's LeBron, and he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
You know, with each season in the league, AD's become more of a facilitator. Actually, he's much more aware of how to make plays for his teammates.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Antetokounmpo. For Los Angeles, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Back to LeBron. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Bledsoe. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But, again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Bucks trail by 8. Notes it up for Bledsoe. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. James, the pass to Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Bucks. The pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Bledsoe. Giannis left side. There's the 3. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
And what about the composure of Lopez? Fantastic.
Lakers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. A Will Pope finds Green. Left side, Davis. Back to Howard. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 8.
relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. That one a little long. So it's the Bucks now.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Here's Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. Middleton for 3. Lopez. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
And it's Davis missing. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They didn't make all right, David. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Hi, everyone. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the shooting guard. Morris kicks to Leonard. Howard with the steal. Leonard with the steal. Beverley finds Leonard. Davis against Morris. Pass to Zubac and stolen by Howard. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's James. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And LeBron throws it down.
I'll tell you, the strength of a locomotive and the finesse of a ballerina each time he takes it to the rim.
Howard, the pass to Davis. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Leonard looking around. Zubac kicks to Beverley. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to Beverley. Shot clock at 5. Morris passes to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And that one is good from Zubac.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered. And Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Morris outside. There's the triple. George, no good. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. No one near James as he lets it go. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Clippers trail by 4. George passes to Leonard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Kawhi Leonard's length and shot-making ability on the interior is problematic for the defense.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Lakers also with a sub. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Dwight Howard. Outside, George. Back to Beverley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Morris. Andrew Shamet comes in for Leonard. Williams, he's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Anthony Davis. Morris comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for James. Nice shot by Rondo.
And Rondo, as good as it gets in transition, whether he's shooting or passing, he tends to make the right decision.
Outside Jackson. Now the pass to Harrell. Now here's Shamet. Tight defense on him. Harrell kicks to Jackson. And the Clippers miss again.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Kuzma. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They trail by 6. Passes it to Shamet. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Lakers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Kuzma passes to Caruso. Kuzma, right side. Pass to Caruso. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Here's Williams. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the end. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma spoke to us.
The biggest area of growth would definitely be.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Lakers. Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at the 2. Shamet on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Rebound by the Clippers. Pass to Harrell. Jackson against Rondo. Right side, Williams. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Caruso kicks to Morris. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
How about the balance, the effort? Markieff Morris takes the hit, still able to convert.
There's the pass to Shamet. Green with the ball. Clippers moving the ball around. Jackson passes to Harrell. Stolen by McGee. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And he jams it with authority.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
Clippers trail by 10. Williams looking around. Dishes it to Green. Williams kicks to Green. Green against Kuzma. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. McGee's got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers. Here's the Clippers. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Passes to Green. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Jackson kicks to Williams. Back to Jackson. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. For the Clippers, Morris is checked in for JaMychal Green. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Paul George in for Jackson. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Davis comes in for Markieff Morris. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And James subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Clippers trail by 14. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Morris. He dishes it to Leonard. George, that's a two-pointer. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. All the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
So, for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Harrell, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. And the Lakers also making a change. Green's checked in. George dishes to Beverley. 50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Back to George. Clock at 4. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. George has got his first points in this one. James looking it over. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Stop it. What can you do? James is so big and athletic that sometimes you have to foul him if you're on the defensive end.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Beverley finds Zubac. Here's Beverley, and Leonard has it in the corner. Pass to Zubac. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are in control of this game, up by. That's all for now.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so... Oh,
what a dunk! Look out below! Ooh. Wow. That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
George, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
LeBron with it. Leonard picks him up. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And here's Beverley. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside Leonard. And there's the pass to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Offensive rebound. Zubac. George with no one around. And a little luck that time, but it drops. George has got his second basket of the night.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
That's his first personal foul.
Green kicks to Caldwell-Pope. James outside. Over Morris. And again, LeBron missing. Clippers trail by 18. Passes it to Beverley. And he makes good on the layup.
Patrick Beverley on the inside. Okay, we see you.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Unloads from 13. And again, LeBron missing.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
2 points. That one goes.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Green passes to Howard, and good that time. Howard's got 5 now.
Well, this is a sign that Dwight Howard is adding to his game. Really good job at this stage of his career to knock down the mid-range.
And stolen by Howard. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Great D that time from Leonard. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from James. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Just 5 on the clock. And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. Lets it fly. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. George has got 4 this quarter. Here's James. Great D that time from Leonard.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Count that bucket. 8 points for him.
When near the bucket, Paul George knows what to do. This guy has such a nuanced understanding of the offense. That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Clippers trail by 16. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Leonard attacking and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
And it's sent back by Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. So for the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in for Paul George. The Lakers also making some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Howard. Alex Caruso comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron. Caldwell Pope finds Rondo. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Caldwell Pope. Leonard against Kuzma. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Shamet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And stolen by Kuzma. Caruso looking for an opening to the paint and stolen by Harrell. Now the Clippers moving it up. Beverly with the ball. Jackson trying to break free. And Leonard gets it to go.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I love scorers who want to seek contact. Kawhi Leonard consistently in the top 20 in free throw attempts.
And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Rondo dishes to Caldwell Pope. No good that time. Great D that time from Harrell. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Over the course of his career, Lou Williams has really improved as a passer. That is nicely done.
Pass to Caruso. Leonard with the steal. Here's Jackson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 10. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. Leonard, no luck. The Lakers shooting well, 50% from the floor. The pass to Jackson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Jackson's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Clippers. Lakers leading by 8. And here's Rondo on the wing. Green. A 3-pointer, no good. Now Leonard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Morris is checked in for Jackson. The Lakers also making some changes. Morris comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and James subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Inside, it's stolen by Davis. It's Kuzma penetrating, and James throws it down.
Now, LeBron James will inflict pain at the rim when he gets free like that.
And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Lou Williams.
It just seems like LeBron James doesn't age. Still so dominant in the second half of his career. This guy is incredible in virtually every statistical category.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's Paul George in for Landry Shamet. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And he gets it to go.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that sixth sense. Wow, what a pass.
George passes to Morris. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Lakers leading by 10. And McGee kicks to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Kicks it out to Leonard from past the arc. That shot off, and it's the Lakers the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Here's Davis. Morris outside. On the wing, Green. Just 4 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. With the putback, Davis on the follow. Davis has got 10 points in just the second half.
In offensive rebounding, really all about hustle. And with Davis, that's hardly ever in question.
Morris finds Williams. And here's Leonard. Shot from 6, and he hits the jumper for 2. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now, Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
The putback. They get the rebound. Davis. They shoot again. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, the double checking, and the game continues on. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Davis.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Leonard with no one around. Another shot. Zubats kicks to Leonard. Offline with his three. James in the post. Defended by Beverly. And James gets it to go on the assist from Green.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's Leonard in its small forward. And for the Bucks, Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Here's Leonard. He can't hit that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. The 3 from George.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And George, here we go. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Again, when you go from 2nd to 4th gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
2 shots. And both free throws good for Paul George.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Lopez. Bucks passing it around for 3. Middleton doesn't get it to drop for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And it's the Bucks on the break. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Wants to get it to Morris and does. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease. He fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now here's Middleton. Middleton on the wing. Lopez. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And George kicks to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George.
That's a pretty sweet dish there by Paul George. Just selfless on that play.
The Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. Nailed from 3-point land. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Well, being aggressive in the painted area, you love the attacking element that Kawhi Leonard brings to the game.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. It's Matthews on the wing, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Milwaukee's shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And the technical free throw is good. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here's DiVincenzo. following the miss by Lou Williams. And the basket is good.
Yeah, smart play there. George Hill good at figuring out ways in the paint to score the basketball.
Williams passes to Green, and Green slams it in.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Goes up, finishes the break with a slam.
Well, the impressive wingspan of George Hill allows him to come up with that kind of steal.
Over in the corner, Williams to the inside from 8. And that one's good. Green.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Ilyasova kicks to Hill. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. Middleton's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bucks.
Middleton only takes a second to get that shot off. Such a good catch-and-shoot game.
Harrell finds Jackson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The Bucks on top, leading by 3. And back. Just catching up with Montrezl Harrell, we mentioned his activity level.
That's what I play with, a lot of passion.
Greg, I know you agree. You guys bring his brand of intensity.
And he's added skills. He's a threat to score on the blocks. He passes out of double teams. Harrell's one of the more improved players over the last few years.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Jermichael Green is out there with Landry Shamet. And there's Jackson. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Williams at the 2-guard spot. Kept alive. And the pass to Connaughton. Korver gets a wide-open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Korver's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
To the middle. Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Back to Green. Williams with the steal. Korver finds Lopez. Bucks passing it around. Outside Korver from deep. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here is Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's stolen by Korver. Pass to Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
What you like about Williams is how he's changed his game over time. Now he's a fantastic stretch 4 in this league.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Pass to Beverly. The shot by George, wide open. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Milwaukee in the lead. Matthews passes to Williams. to the paint. Here's Green. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
I just feel like Patrick Beverley has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
In the corner, Middleton with it. 3-pointer. And again, the Bucks miss. LA's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverley rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverley is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him. First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
And it's Leonard missing. The Bucks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Look how hard Middleton takes this one right into the paint, getting way too physical for the D to deal with.
And the Bucks with some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Matthews. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
Relaxed defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Middleton for 3. That shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard looking around. George, that's a 2-pointer. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Oh, Leonard in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Ilyasova finds Bledsoe. Middleton for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Middleton's got 15 points.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And Shaq, you bestowed your Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Antetokounmpo going to work now. These types of shots are pretty much in his range.
Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Good D by Lopez. Bucks leading by 3. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And the wide-open shot from Morris. And the Clippers miss again.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverley. Bledsoe with it. No points in the game yet for him. 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Wesley Matthews. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for George. Williams kicks to Morris. Offensive rebound.
You'd love to bottle up the energy that Harrell plays for. Hustle points coming through.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Bledsoe right side. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. Now here's Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. The three, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Korver in for Eric Bledsoe. Harrell, the pass to Shamet. Drains the three-pointer. Shamet's got 5 now.
Since the second he entered the NBA, Shamet has been great from the three-point line. 42% from 3 as a rookie.
Harrell against Lopez. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Shamet missing.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Bucks. Outside Korver. The 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Jackson in the corner for the lead. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
George Hill's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Leonard's checked in. No good from outside. Bucks trail by 3. Here's DiVincenzo. Plays it up and banks it in. DiVincenzo's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
Now Shamet. He has 5. Here's Harrell. Makes it off the glass. Harrell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Shamet with the steal. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Now Harrell getting out. We see him always working around the rim, this time in transition.
Here's Giannis, and the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Shamet on the wing. Down low. And it's Harrell missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And finished off by Leonard.
He's so dangerous as a scorer. Lou Williams can recognize when there's openings. This time it was a teammate.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Giannis is double. On the wing, Korver. On the wing, Korver. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Outside Hill. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. And that one, good. Antetokounmpo's got 6 here in this quarter.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and the ball falls right into it.
Jackson finds Shamet. No good with the triple. Taken away by Williams. Jackson has the open look. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Los Angeles on top as they end the third quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for the Clippers right now, Ivica Zubac is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. And it's Leonard missing.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one.
Caution. Wham. That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish.
Leonard on the wing. Fires from deep. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 1.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
Hill dishes to Lopez. Matthews passes to Lopez. Outside Hill. Middleton for 3. They get it back. Middleton on the wing. To tie it up. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Matthews passes to Lopez. Giannis kicks to Middleton. Fires for 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
And Leonard has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
For 3, Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
He was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Outside Matthews. Giannis right side. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Milwaukee making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. And the Clippers with a change here too. Marcus Morris is checked in for Harrell. 4 on the shot clock. Middleton is doubled. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Leonard against Matthews. Out to Morris. Outside, George. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Leonard with no one around. Los Angeles with another miss. One-on-one here. Now here's Bledsoe. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And Leonard has it in the corner. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Out to Morris. Fires the 3. And George gets it to go. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Takes the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 7. To the middle. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shoots the 3. Beverly controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just love to keep a sidetrack here of how many times these hustle and heart plays go Patrick Beverly's way.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Chris Middleton showing a lot of poise and taking over a very critical possession for his team.
Beverly dishes to George. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That is his first foul of the game. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Middleton can't get it to go.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's good. 2 points.
Now, Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release there.
Antetokounmpo inside. Zubac's defending. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Back to Leonard from downtown. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.